RMJ Movie Reviews back again, guys, with an on-the-fly movie review of Independence Day, Resurgence. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, guys. Well, the last, I don't know what it is, 12, 8 years, or whatever it is, we know Hollywood has been on this whole, sequel, remake, nostalgic trip or whatever. Last summer, we got Jurassic World. Now, quick review. I was the many that saw Jurassic Park back in the day, the very first film, saw it on a sneak preview, didn't know what the hell it was, and I was blown away by the movie. Anticipated The Lost World, it sucked. Jurassic Park 3 was good B-movie trash. Fast forward, or go backward, or however you want to call it, Independence Day. I was 14 years old. That came out the summer before I went into the 9th grade, my freshman year in high school. I was the many people, I was part of the group that saw Independence Day back in 1996 in the theater. Except I didn't see it opening weekend because people who are not old enough or just babies when that movie came out, Independence Day, the first one, was like breaking records. I mean, it was like number one for weeks and weeks. Everybody was talking about it. Siskel and Ebert gave it 2 thumbs down. A lot of the major critics didn't like the film. I was 14. I enjoyed it for what it was, a summer shut your brain off movie. When I see it like on TNT or whatever now, I'll sit through a little bit of it, but it wasn't my favorite. I just felt it just was what it was. It was just dumb, big fun. Now, we have to remember, guys, this was 1996, so the whole thing of like that image you see on all the DVD covers of the White House blowing up, that was a big deal back then, and that was before the towers hit. So seeing that kind of imagery was nuts, and the cars blowing up. You didn't have a lot of those movies back in 1996. Again, Jurassic Park, the first one, was just a couple years before Independence Day. So this was kind of just in the start of every single movie being like Independence Day was. Now, fast forward now to 2016. We got the Marvel movies, we got Batman and Superman, you got low rent Shark versus the Octopus on the Sci-Fi Channel. Everybody is doing CGI, whether good or bad now, versus back then when only the really huge movies like Terminator 2, Jurassic Park, Independence Day had the CGI. Now everybody has it, so the excitement is not really there. And to be perfectly honest, I don't think Independence Day called for a sequel. No ways, but we knew they were going to make it. So, bearing that aside, the fact that every movie that comes out every other week now is an Independence Day style movie versus back then, that was like the only movie, if I remember, or it might have been one other or 2 other movies of that kind, but that was really that only kind of movie. Now, they're coming out every damn week, So, bearing all that aside, the issue here with this movie is, and I've seen it in other reviewers on YouTube and I totally agree with everybody else, there are too many damn characters in this thing. And let alone, to be perfectly honest, I didn't really particularly care about the characters in the original one, but, when you got Jeff Goldblum, he's the man. You got Jurassic Park, The Fly, Deep Cover. He's a fantastic, excellent actor. Bill Pullman, Spaceballs, Summersby. That's for Jodie Foster and Richard Gere. Y'all might not know about that one. Couple of other movies. Bill Pullman, excellent actor. The actor from, oh my God, why am I forgetting his name? But you guys know the actor who plays Jeff Goldblum's dad, who's on a TV show Taxi. He's in the movie Running on Empty with River Phoenix, who some of y'all might even not know who River Phoenix is. He was in that movie. Excellent actor. Vivica Fox is a good actress. Questionable things in the media the last couple years, but regardless, as far as an actress, she's a good actress. And then we took a big loss here. Will Smith is not in this thing. Now, I knew all along that Will Smith wasn't going to do the movie. He made the right choice. He did Suicide Squad, that's just business. His agent, Will Smith is not going to go back and do a sequel to a movie he made when he was 28 years old or 29, when he was that young. Will Smith is trying to expand his career. So the fact that he chose Suicide Squad, I think, was a good choice. But God, the problem with this thing, aside from the fact that these big special effects movies come out every week, the problem is there's so many characters, and majority of them you don't care about. Now, when Jeff Goldblum was on screen, when his dad was on screen, and Bill Pullman was on screen, and Vivica Fox for her short period of time, I cared. Because number one, Jeff Goldblum, that man has always had that quirky, unique charisma, and he just holds the screen. Jeff Goldblum can command the screen when he's on it. Not in an aggressive, commanding way, but he's so interesting to see his kind of, the aliens are coming. Now, he just has that presence, And Bill Pullman has always been a very capable actor. And the guy who played Jeff Goldblum, he's a classic actor, guys. I'm brain farting on his name for some reason right now. But, excellent actors. And when they're on screen, I'm involved. But I'm sorry, the guy who plays Will Smith's kid, I'm not at all saying anything about his talent as an actor. But the way the character is written and the way it's played here, for him to be the replacement for Will Smith is steps down. Because that's my biggest problem with what's his name, Chris Hemsworth, and all these younger new actors they got in the movie. They're not bringing any kind of personality or anything to it. Will Smith was bringing that Will Smith kind of, and he was coming off Bad Boys too. You got to remember the year before. So Will Smith was bringing that charisma he had from Bad Boys. He was bringing his charisma from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was bringing a little bit of that silliness he had in his music, like Parents Don't Understand, and he balled it up and put it into this alien special effects movie. These cats here ain't bringing nothing. And I don't mean like they're not good actors, meaning they can't sell the dialogue of like, the aliens are coming, we're gonna die. I'm not trying to say they can't sell that. They can sell that. But what I'm saying is they have no personalities. They're not individuals. I'm not feeling this. You know what I mean? There's a good gag where Chris Hemsworth gives the finger to the aliens and he pisses on the thing. And that was a bit of, I'm not trying to say it had to be that Michael Bay-ish like every time, but it showed some life, some individuality in their characters. And the kid who's Vivica Fox's son, I'm like, come on, man. I was in the audience getting heated. I'm like, come on, bruh. That's the best you got? Come on, man. Bring something to it, man. Command. These guys just were. And then you bring in these side characters with these kids on the bus, and it was, I don't know, and that's really my biggest issue. It's just the two issues of extra characters that we don't care about and they don't have any charisma, and that these special effects now are just, a movie is like that every week. So, and also I want to say too, the movie was honestly kind of a little bit boring. It didn't have a fast momentum to it. The momentum it just didn't have a good pace to it. It was slow. You know what I mean? And I didn't feel it was very much fun. It was fun when Jeff Goldblum was doing his Jeff Goldblum thing in Star Trek: The Next Generation, Data. As a scientist, when he was on screen, even though I agree with another YouTuber, he was given too much screen time, but when he was on screen, it was fun. And Bill Pullman kind of being burnt out and kind of a little bit slightly deranged now, kind of taking the place of the Randy Quaid character from the first one. I thought that was cool, but when they weren't on screen, man, when it was Will Smith's kid and Thor's little brother, man, oh man, it was bad. It was bad. And the action sequences, I didn't think that were that fun. I didn't think they were fun. They just, it wasn't a fun movie. Now, I'll draw the comparison of Jurassic World. Now, I know there are a lot of people who didn't like Jurassic World. I like Jurassic World. But like I said, I wasn't making any mistake about it. Jurassic World is not Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is a league of its own. It's an excellent film. Jurassic World is just dumb summer fun. And unfortunately, with Independence Day Resurgence, I didn't find it that fun. It was kind of cool to see some of the gags with the aliens, and this time, in the first one, they were kind of more puppets, but this one, of course, all the aliens are CGI now, and they kind of mock a little bit of aliens with the queen, you know what I mean, and I just didn't think, and that was the biggest sin in the movie, man, is that it just wasn't much fun. It wasn't much fun. I didn't even think, and even in the first one, at the end, when Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum are racing to get out the doors before they shut, you didn't have any moment like that. That was fun. Or when Will Smith punches him and goes, "Welcome to Earth." Cheesy, but goofball 90s fun. There was no fun here, man. And Jeff Goldblum, there's kind of a scene where it could get fun, where Jeff Goldblum is driving a bus, and when Jeff Goldblum hopped behind the bus, I was like, yeah, it's about to get fun now. The Goldblum, because Jeff Goldblum always brings it. They're cutting, they don't give him that much time, and they cut back and forth to the boring guys. And these guys only, like in the first Jurassic Park, right? When the one guy and Laura Dern and Jeff Goldblum go back to where the Triceratops the T-Rex attacked everybody, right? And he sees the puddle bounce and he goes, "Come on, now, come on guys, we gotta go." And when Jeff Goldblum brings that energy, these new cats don't bring that energy, man. They don't have it. And in this kind of movie, you gotta have the energy of the cast. Good zany energy, because it's this goofball movie, goofball situation, and the silly over-the-top effects. You gotta bring the two together. And really here, you got, I felt uninvolving action scenes, and you had bland characters. And I'll even really admit this, guys, I actually would rather watch Transformers Dark of the Moon and watch that scene where the building breaks in half and everybody is sliding down. That was fun. That was exciting, but I'd rather watch that than this, guys. So I can only say it was a barely alright kind of fun nostalgic trip when Goldblum was on screen and his dad and Bill Pullman, but when they weren't on screen, I didn't have much fun. So I'm gonna go out on a limb. I can't recommend Independence Day Resurgence. I just can't. So that's how I feel about it. RMJ Movie Reviews, I come with another review again. Leave comments down below about how you felt about Independence Day Resurgence. Thumbs up the video, share the video, and subscribe to my channel, and check out a lot of my older videos, guys, because I got all kinds of little topics I talk about, and I do older B movies. I'm gonna start, I've been doing a lot of new stuff lately, but I gotta put up some B movies. I gotta do my raunchy comedy series, which I have yet to start, but guys, life caught up, So RMJ Movie Reviews, I'll talk to you soon. I also want to address that I've had some other YouTubers who have mentioned kind of discussions or whatever with me. I'll get back to you. It's just, there's just a lot going on, so I will get back to you. And I'd more than be willing to collaborate with other YouTubers and movie reviewers and have movie discussion panels and all that, because I really love that kind of stuff. So I'm not like being a dick or anything. It's just that I'm balancing my creativity with life stuff too. So I will catch up with you guys who have sent out requests for that. And if there's any other YouTubers out there who are interested in really having some fun collaborations, talking about movies and really like the same kind of things that I like, shoot me something into my YouTube inbox, and we'll talk, okay? RMJ Movie Reviews, I will see you all soon.